5th best of 3 of the day. After this we got one more. The winner of this series will go on to face Arthur. But of course we have to go ahead and introduce our lovely players.
One day, Kev. One day I would like to have long hair. But you know what the other truth of the matter is? Oh, you want me to introduce the players?
Yes.
I'm really hung up on this. Down in the bottom left, the red Protoss player. It's Zootop. The truth of the matter is I did the
there's another player.
with
There's
the long
another.
hair,
There's
long hair wig, and I just looked stupid.
There's another player in the right top side of the map.
And it's right. It's the guy that we're all jealous of. It's Moonglade from Team Envy.
Moonglade, the thunder from down under. I can't let this go.
I'm Australia.
If Moonglade comes back and wins one of the WCS seasons in 2014, I will personally take him to the Thunder from Down Under, which is a show in Las Vegas, if you guys are wondering.
Which you should all go see.
Definitely. Don't go to any of Cirque du Soleil shows, go to the Thunder from Down Under.
If Bling ever retires as a pro gamer, it's probably his next calling in life.
I think he's actually working there right now. Haven't seen much of Bling lately. Hatch first on the right top side of the map for Moonglade. I'm expecting him to play it safe and just drop a spawning pool and gas immediately behind this. Or even the gas before the spawning pool. A little bit of Hyun style. This is something that Hyun likes to do. Moonglade scouting the edge of his base. To make sure there are no 2 gateways in his base before he delays his pool even further.
Glade showing us that he is not the kind of Zerg player that someone like Ghost User might embody. He's gone Hatch first here. Ghost User and many other Zergs like Ghost User prefer to go pool before Hatch because it's just a little more safe. Moonglade says, I'm going to go Hatch first, I'm going to go gas, then I'm going to go spawning pool. So he's going to get that early Zerg with speed. And
which I think is really good on a map like Derelict, because as soon as you have
too.
some map control, this is such a big map, as you said, it's so easy to proxy or hide stuff or hide a probe, and without Zergling speed it's impossible to check every single corner of Derelict.
One of the absolute best maps for the Ultra Link style, I think. It's so open.
It's very hard to get a good engagement as a probe. Even when you're maxed out on Immortal Archon. Ultra show up and you shiver, man.
The funniest thing about that Ultra Link style is Immortal Archon's great against it until you introduce Transfuse to the mix. And like then even that's pretty good.
Oh, it comes down to engagement. Super quick speed for Moonglade and he will stop mining gas after that immediately. This is exactly how Hyun likes to open. It's just a very safe and a very good way for the Zerg play to open up.
Hyun is definitely a good player to copy, as players have requested a pause.
Zootop, of course, the Chinese Protoss player, and he says that he suffers from a little bit of lag. Man, we got quite the matchup going on over here.
Yeah.
We got an American and a Dutch caster for a Chinese vs Australian match in WCS America.
From California.
Well, we're in California, and you grew up on the other side of the country. StarCraft truly unites everyone around the world.
A redneck and a Dutchie in the valley.
In the valley. Yeah, that's right.
Casting an Aussie. And Chinese player.
That's
Who
a
is
lot of
currently
miles.
experiencing some lag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Total mileage to make this game happen.
It's literally around the world. It's all over the world.
3, 2, 1.
Mr. Beard is doing his best to be a
Go.
very official referee right now.
There we go.
I think they would have been fine with you just on pausing, man.
Hey man, we gotta
You've seen this in the movies, haven't you?
we
And
gotta
you felt
count it down, man. If I know one thing, I know people love to count backwards.
I don't get it.
What, it's New Year's? 10, 9, 8.
Countdown.
Heart of the Swarm release? 10, 9, 8.
Start of an event. 10, 9,
10,
8.
9, 8. You're like little kids, so like 1, 2, 3, and I can do it backwards. 10, 9, 8.
We see the Mothership Core working on these destructible plates. It's a 4 gateway opening for Zootop. Taking a look at his work account, it's pretty low. Taking a look at how he's spending his energy. Lots of chrono boost going down on this cybernetics core. I think this pilot man is up to no good.
Oh. But you
Moonglade,
know what? Kevin, Moonglade's opening is pretty solid against
he
this.
should be fine.
There's
Like, it's always difficult, but it's not +1 zealots.
Yeah, there's no forge.
If these links are
but he's going the wrong way.
they are destined for something, man.
They're destined to fail.
Yeah, they are destined to find this pilot. Forcing a defensive weapon would not be the worst thing either.
That would, I don't think we're gonna see
He never
that,
even saw all those gates. He's gonna see them right now. He will realize, like, man, that's quick warp gate technology. One fortress does go down, at least getting one defensive wipe in. More Zerglings immediately on the map. I think Glade will be fine.
I think so too. I think those extra 12 lings, ooh. Droning behind that, that's a little dicey.
No, I think he'll still be fine.
There it is.
He'll be fine. How many? Oh, now he actually might drop in 4 additional zealots. That's 7 zealots.
Yeah, that's when it gets tricky.
No dicey.
Now there's a Roach Warren finishing up here from Moonglade.
Yeah, but I don't think that Zootop really wants to win the game here. He just wants to kill that hatchery. And he's probably like, alright, you go ahead and kill that pilot. The longer he bothers with keeping these pilots alive, though, the better it is for Glade, because Glade needs roaches to deal with all these zealots. I actually think this is fine. If Zootop would have gone here immediately and started working on this hatch, that would have been a lot worse.
This is almost a fight he can take.
Yeah,
almost,
with 5
quite.
roaches, I think Moonglade will be okay.
We get one more warp in. He's going to supply block top because he did not account for losing that pylon.
I don't know why Top is waiting so long. He can always recall out, of course.
He wants to get that next
I mean,
warp in, but the
all
roaches are now gonna
CVP
be
logic
here.
is that he's forcing out a lot of units. He sure as hell is doing that, but I don't think he's going to kill this hatchery anymore.
Nope.
And
the
I think
roaches
that's
are
what he
here.
really needed to
Lings
do.
alone are almost good enough. And it's a pretty good fight for these zealots.
Yeah, the zealots are good. Every now and then I underestimate how good zealots are.
We all do.
But I still don't think he's going to kill the hatch. Maybe he will. Ben,
Time
take it
warp.
away.
I'm just kind of waiting with bated breath to see what happens. Moonglade is dancing for his life.
Oh.
24 Zerglings are going to end this, though.
Yeah, well, a lot of these zealots are already regenerating again. Mothership Core is taking some damage from the Queen. More Zerglings on the way. Moonglade will keep the hatch alive.
It's over.
And he's actually going to be able to pick up all these zealots and, wow, and the Mothership Core.
It's over.
They did a fantastic job there dancing back and forth.
White Raw would say, okay, GG.
Not GG yet, because Top forced Moonglade to create a ridiculous amount of units and actually took a nice worker lead, but never ever underestimate what 3 hatcheries and 3 queens injecting those hatcheries can do for your economy.
Those injects are so critical, man. Moonglade was able to make 24 lings at once because he had 3 injects pop off at the same time. If you, for instance, pull those queens into that 3rd base and you stop injecting, you're going to make 6 lings. And it's not going to go well for you. You're going to lose the game there. So, well done by Moonglade maintaining his mechanics.
I was like, did he run some couple of links into the natural? But he did not. But he did do a sacrifice 2 overlords, absolutely for the greater good though, because he saw the Stargate.
Yes, he did.
Could even see the Oracle, because he has a... He's a pike nose, man.
But it's a Void Ray.
Well, it was a Void Ray follow-up.
Oh.
The Oracle's already on the map.
Gotcha.
Nope.
Wow.
There you go, man. No, you don't.
I can't contest that kind of logic. This queen's gonna die because she's really low on health.
Yeah, that's actually kind of nice, because that's of course something that this Mothership Core set up earlier. So this Oracle will be able to do a little bit of damage, despite Glade scouting it, slowing everything down.
Oracles kill things so fast.
They are light. They do.
This pesky Oracle. It's like a giant robot bumblebee.
9 more drones on the way. Moonglade is still in a good economic position though, and he's of course still on 3 bases against 2. Creep threat is going to be very important. We see that very often with European Protoss defending or trying to do 2 base attacks against the European Zergs. And we see how important it is that Zergs are able to set up good concaves. I often try 2 base attacks here and they don't go very well for me.
Glade did a nice job of getting his economy where it needs to be. He's on 63 drones right now. He's going to add a few more. He's also transitioning into Roach Hydra. You see that Group's Spines upgrade.
It's great, man. Against this Stargate build, I think he's going to have a really good time.
4 Hydras are on the way. I'm not sure what Top's thinking, hanging out on the edge of this creep with his Oracle and his Void Ray, but it's a dangerous place to be.
Maybe he's just scaring Glade. Oh, he's actually denying creep a little bit. That's pretty smart, using Envision.
Okay.
I think it's called. Pretty sure it's called Envision. Detection.
He's using...
He's using something to see creep too much. Okay, leave me alone.
Observer Sense.
He's turning his Oracle into a very expensive observer.
But it's a pretty observer.
That is certainly true. A lot of probes on the map for Top as well. He's going to be able to be on 3 base. Well, actually, this is not a very quick 3rd base, but of course the crazy game was so, you know, everything was kind of thrown off by that ridiculous amount of zealots being wiped in and the Mothership Core pressure. That, given the circumstances, I still think this is a relatively quick 3rd base. And he certainly has a lot of units. But no Colossus defending against huge amount of Roach Hydra.
Mostly Hydra at this point.
Hydra Ling, I guess it's going to be.
I think that's probably what we're going to see. As all the gas is going into... he's got a little gas.
Do you think this Roach feels like an outsider?
Right now he's saying day 3. They still haven't realized that I'm not one of them.
I'm afraid I have to go into battle soon, and they will find out I cannot. I cannot take out the Void Ray. Everyone's like, "You guys are ready? You ready to spit some?" And the Roach is like, "Yeah, kind of."
You ready to spit? He's like,
I'm just nervous, okay? Orca's gonna find out that this army is coming. Glade also throwing down the Spire. I love that. Setting himself up for the Mutalisk transition.
Yep, very common these days. That's enough of a Protoss army that this Roach is like, I don't know, guys.
This Roach guy, you sure? Revelation being casted as well. Oracle dies immediately. Interesting. Time Warp going down. Mothership Core gonna die as well. This is already going good for Moonglade.
Time to fight. Hydra's gonna unload, and man, they do a lot of damage. Where's our little Roach?
Roach is...
I think he's dead.
No, Roach is hanging in there.
Oh, and he's in the front. He's like, guys, I'm one of you. He's still doing some work. Reinforcement's gonna stream in. Top's in some trouble.
This is great though, because Moonglade is setting himself up for that Mutalisk transition. Look at these Lings doing work and all these gateway units, and the Hydras are still alive. Top doesn't really have anything that's extremely good against Hydras.
No, not the Roach.
Roach still
He's got
alive.
3 kills. He's doing such work. He's a predator right now.
Picking up these finance as well. So important that warping gets cancelled. More Lings streaming across the map. Glade is playing some great StarCraft, and he can make so many Mutalisks behind this man. It is unfair.
This Roach is never going to get targeted because he can't shoot up.
No, they know.
And you know what? This might actually get cleaned up. Top is going to deal with this. And now our little Roach buddy. He became a Slayer. But that's all he was ever meant to be.
And, you know, do you think Top knows? He's warping in High Templars right now. If I was a Protoss right now, and in this game, I'd be like, why did I hold this? Because I was not supposed to hold this. This started off so bad for me. With more reinforcements, I should have been in a horrible position.
If I was a Protoss player, I'd be making Immortals right now because I'd be so scared of the Roach follow-up.
No. I would start making Phoenixes. I'm not kidding. I would actually start doing, because I've been in this situation so many times where you hold something that I think you weren't supposed to hold because there were no real reinforcements. Then, you know, you're saving up for something. Well, against all my Void Rays, Mutalisks are going to be really good. As Naniwa once said, if I was a Mutalisk, I would love to meet a Void Ray.
Because I hear they're really great at dying. Probes are going to die in the main base. Zerglings are going to attack into the natural, and they're not going to achieve anything. But you know what? Naniwa would be a happy Muta right now.
Yep, because they just met a Void Ray.
So happy, in fact, they're like, alright, we're going to let you go. Right. Always wanted to meet a Void Ray.
You know, you guys are not actually that bad. Those Phoenixes, those guys sting, man. But you Void Rays,
you're okay. You're alright, buddy.
It's kind of like the difference between a mosquito and a wasp. Like, we really hate wasps. Mosquitoes, you know, let them be.
You get stung by a mosquito, like, well, at least it wasn't a wasp.
Top is like, well, I have a couple of Archons. We're pretty good against Mutas. Maybe we can force a fight.
They're not going to be very good against the 12 spine crawlers that Moonglade is building, though.
Where is he building them?
Base race mode has been engaged, and
I heard you guys have a great wall. We got one too. It's made out of spine crawlers.
Culturally appropriate joke. Here come the Archons are going to kill this hatchery. They're going to kill this whole base.
Yeah, this base will fall, but at the same time, we all know that this scenario as a Protoss player, you're just not going to win it anymore. And I think as soon as Zutov is going to find all these spine crawlers that are waiting to headbutt him, he's just going to be like...
the Void Rays can deal with the spines, but
yeah, that's true.
the Archons cannot. That's maybe the wrong way to go to the top.
No, 2 Archons.
Like, hey.
I've really seen 2 Archons die that quick against Static D. GG is called. Moonglade wins game number 1 on Derelict, and he